Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Miracles with Mary. I haven't posted in a while, but I will post when I'm inspired. And I was recently inspired by looking at different states of consciousness. So this video is going to be about how to manifest in altered states of consciousness. So I'm going to go over a little bit about law of attraction, and then I'll go over this chart that I created. So I created this because it gives evidence of what goes on in your brain when you are at perceiving reality. And so on this chart, I have techniques, the type of brainwave, the frequency, and the brain, and an illustration of the brain waves. So with manifesting, you are always attracting energy towards you, or releasing or circulating energy, whether you are aware of it or not. And we're always attracting energy towards us intentionally or unintentionally. We more attract who we are on the inside than what we actually want. So diving deep into what goes on inside, it gives us more power over our mind to create our reality. I'm going to use the iceberg analogy. So imagine an iceberg, and below the surface is 90% of the mass, which represents our subconscious mind. And the 10% where there's the tip of the iceberg, that's like 10% of our mind, which is the conscious mind, which when we're practicing our willpower, when we're writing goals down, that's when we are in the conscious mind. But a majority of our reality is based on our emotions, our thoughts, and our beliefs on the inside. Reality is not made of the outside, because everybody has a different perception of life, and everybody interprets life differently because of their background and experiences. So when we're learning about deeper states of consciousness, you can open your subconscious mind to create reality at your will. And when you are aware of your subconscious mind, that is a very, very fertile state to change your reality starting from within. So we're going to be talking about brainwaves, which are measured by medical technology in hertz or frequency. And when you look at brainwaves, you can see the communication of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So any change in perception alters the brain waves. For example, working out at the gym, then having a shower, then driving home, and then going to bed to deep sleep. Those are 4 different states of consciousness. So it's always changing when we change our perception. So my point is, when you are aware of your perception, then you have control over your reality, and you will have power over your mind and your inner state. So let's go over the chart. So the columns that I already mentioned: techniques, type, frequency, and brainwaves. If this is too small, that's fine. I'll go over it. So I'm gonna go over the type mostly. So the types of consciousness that we have is delta, and theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. From the top to the bottom, it's slow, and then it goes faster. So here's just the illustrations of the brainwaves. Sorry about that. I need to do something about this circle of light. And these are the frequency, the hertz that is measured. At delta, let's begin with delta now. Delta is the slowest brain wave that has been observed. So it's just really wide waves, illustrated right here. And it's from 0.5 to 3. If it's at 0, then you'd be considered dead. So delta is the slowest. This is in the state of deep sleep, and you have loss of bodily awareness. And it occurs during REM sleep. And during REM sleep, your body is healing. and regenerating the immune system, healing the cardiovascular and digestive system. I don't have very many suggestions with the delta state because you're in deep sleep, and my suggestions are mostly like easy for the everyday person. But if you know how to astral project or lucid dream, you can manifest during delta. So you can look information up on how to lucid dream or astral project. I don't do that very much. And so the next one I want to talk about, before we move on, I'm going to bring up binaural beats. So before I go to bed, I play delta binaural beats, and it helps me relax more and prepare for deep sleep. So that's one way you can use the delta waves to manifest easier sleep, more restful sleep, and I'm going to be mentioning binaural beats throughout. Now let's move on to theta. So this is my favorite state of consciousness because I use theta. I'm more aware of theta to manifest. So in theta, you are in a hypnotic trance-like state, and it's very meditative. You lose sense of time. You're withdrawn from the external world, and it occurs during twilight state when you wake right up, the moment you wake up, and the moment when you fall asleep. So during theta, your mind is most fertile to suggestion. And we're also in the theta state when from birth to age 7, which is the state of like it's very easy to hypnotize you, very easy for you to be programmed. So from age 0 to 7, your parents, whatever they did, whatever beliefs they put in you, what they did by example, you adopted that. You took that in your mind. So with theta, so one suggestion is to look up videos of hypnosis videos. So when you're in a state of hypnosis, you're in theta, and your mind's open to change, open to suggestion. When you're in a theta state, this is the gateway to memory, the gateway to learning, to your deep emotions, to a lot of inspiration, of profound creativity, and connection with yourself. So what I suggest is daydreaming. Daydreaming what do you actually want for your future, and daydream as if you're experiencing it right now using all your senses. I daydream a ton when I was younger. When I wanted to like escape a situation, I just daydream. It's like my future is gonna be so bright, and it starts manifesting. We're always daydreaming from like age 0 to 7. That's in the state of daydreaming of hypnosis. And also creative visualization. So what I do when I want to change something in my reality, right when I go to the bed, is when I visualize what I actually want to change. And also right when I wake up, I have creative visualization. And when I end the day with visualization and begin the day with visualization, I create the intention for my sleep when I'm healing and for the rest of my day. In theta state, when your mind is most fertile. Another suggestion is to affirm. So whatever affirmations you have that are powerful, affirm them in that twilight state. And that twilight state, as I've mentioned, is right when you fall asleep and right when you go to bed. So it makes going to bed more fun, more playful, because you're creatively visualizing. So what I suggested so far is looking up hypnosis videos on YouTube to affirm, to have creative visualization. Also meditation. So theta is in flow when you're deeply relaxed. So anything that helps you access your imagination, such as meditation. So meditation is another suggestion for that. And let's move on to the next one. So alpha is a little faster, and I listed the most in alpha because you're actually present. So delta was deep sleep, theta was deeply relaxed, and alpha is relaxed but present. So in alpha, or not alpha, yeah, alpha, that's actually the bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind. And it's like smack dab in the middle. So during alpha state, you are present, relaxed, awake, and your attention is now on the outside world. Theta was focusing on within, loss of external world, and now when we move to alpha a little faster, now you're aware of the outside world. And I like alpha too because you could be walking in nature, hiking, and you're in alpha. That's when you're present here and now and you're relaxed. So during that state, it's usually when you're resting after an activity or during reflection. It's the release of mental and physical activity. So when you're in alpha, it actually aids mental coordination. You are integrating learning. You have feelings of deep relaxation, and it's pleasurable because it releases serotonin, good feeling hormone, and it's best for studying. So with binaural beats, I play alpha when I'm writing or typing or working on my laptop, and it doesn't even feel like I'm working because I'm just in the flow, relaxed and present, and it doesn't even feel like I'm working. So binaural beats, playing alpha when you're working, studying, or typing on your computer. What I have listed for alpha is light meditation, and it could be surrounded in nature. It could be walking in the garden, hiking around the mountains, staring up and at the sky, appreciating nature's beauty, like looking at the stars, watching the clouds. That's in the state of inspiration is alpha. You're just present, relaxed, inspired. And even looking at nature and even being in nature, that is very healing. And it puts you in awe. And it also helps with creativity as well. So besides appreciating nature's beauty, there's listening to music. So when you are feeling good, you're actually increasing your vibration to a higher state, and the higher you go, such as from like boredom to love, to joy, anything that makes you feel good, you're attracting really good energy to you. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you are always attracting energy. And when you are in a relaxed state, it's very powerful, because if you are stressed and you're trying to manifest, that's a lot of restless energy. It's harder to focus. Then there's gratitude, expressing gratitude first thing in the morning, then before you go to bed at night, or creating lists of things that you're grateful for, counting your blessings, which the activity itself, it attracts more abundance. Then I have down creative expression. So anything that helps you create with your hands, like cooking, baking, drawing, painting, when you're expressing your creative power, it actually helps fight depression. It increases your vibration to attract better things towards you, more positive things that you actually want to manifest. The next thing I wrote down is scripting or writing goals. So actually focused and relaxed, you're writing what you actually want to manifest. Scripting is like writing out the best day. Like, what is it like for you to have like the best day, or like the best partner, best day at work. And then I wrote down affirmations and vision boards. So affirmations, you can express it in whatever state. With vision boards, people create them when they're inspired. So this is an inspiring state, is an alpha. So to go over again, I have light meditation, walking in the garden, appreciating nature's beauty, being surrounded by it, looking up at the stars or the clouds, listening to your favorite music, gratitude, creative expression, scripting or writing goals, affirmations, and vision boards. So I have the most listed for alpha. And then when we move on to beta, it gets a little faster. So there's the brain waves for that. And I don't have very much listed for beta because that's the least efficient state in the brain. It uses so much energy. So alpha was present and relaxed. Beta is focused and alert. So when you are in beta, it requires your full attention, and it ranges from high excitement to high anxiety. So it's a lot of energy. And when you're in beta, you're active, you're having active and critical thinking, you're solving a big problem, you're engaged in problem solving in a conversation, you are teaching a class, you're delivering a speech or presentation, you're in beta. And that's why you see a lot of people who are just sweaty or like have so much energy, like they ran a marathon after giving like a speech, because it uses so much energy. It's not efficient to the brain, so I only have one thing, a suggestion, that when you are excited by something, let it pull you and take aligned action or take inspired action. I like saying inspired action. For example, for me, when I'm inspired by an idea for a video, I write it down. First thing I want to do, I don't want to lose that thought, so I'm going to write it down. And the next day, research more about that topic and then create a video. So taking action is just physically moving towards that. Take the path of least resistance. Follow what your heart really, really wants, what makes you excited, what gives you joy. So that's the only suggestion I have for beta, is take aligned action or take inspired action. And the next one I have is gamma, which scientists recently studied. Like they used to like not really have gamma in there, like it doesn't exist, but gamma is in the state of high performance. It's the fastest brain wave. See over here the illustration. And this is your super conscious. So it is the state of high performance, of insight, perception, long-term memory, and you have a loss of ego or loss of identity. And it's observed in long-time meditators such as Buddhist monks. So it's observed in transcendental meditation. It is the processing of all information all at once, and it occurs during high levels of emotional intelligence and just intelligence itself. So when you're in gamma, your brain is unified, you have feelings of universal love, you are connected to higher virtues, and it's connected to happiness and well-being. So I could suggest deep hypnosis with that, but also if you're a long-time meditator, then it could probably measure that you have gamma waves. So the most important suggestion or the most important activity to get in gamma is just meditating for a long-term meditation, like a regular practice daily. So what I want to say to conclude all this, just a few points before, Theta is my go-to for like the easiest manifestation. I just look up hypnosis videos, and right before I go to bed and right when I wake up, I just visualize what I want to happen during my healing and sleep and during my day. A lot of these states, they share a lot of meditation with it, and when you're in a meditative state and relaxed, it's so much easier to manifest. You're more clear on what you actually want for your future. And overall, I'm giving suggestions that are easy for the everyday person, and so they're effortless manifestation. So effortless manifestation, I would say that it involves healing and it's most efficient with energy, so it saves you energy. So basically, when you are in a state of flow, of awareness, of inspiration, creativity, elevated moods, or higher vibration, then it's so easy to manifest at your will. And binaural beats, you can find these on YouTube. Theta would be my favorite. Delta I play before sleep to have deep sleep. Alpha is when I'm working. played gamma much. Maybe I should. So that's all I have for the video. I hope you've learned something of value. Please let me know what you're gonna do next after learning about these states. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a like, hit the notification button, and also subscribe for more videos. That is all. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.